Alright, before we finish off all the stuff we gotta do, we're gonna do a little extra things here. First, we're gonna talk to this guy here. Yeah, sure, why not take those carpets? And while doing this, we also get another part. Flatbread. I always suggest doing this quest since, well, free parts. Can't really. Now, I already did this, but if you talk to him after you speak about the killer infants in the back of the garage, he'll say, "Oh, they're here. These guys. You think these guys are bad or not?" And if you say they are bad people, you don't get an extra part. But if you say they're not so bad people, then you actually get the you have extra. You get choose another part that you haven't already have.
Off we go!
If you need to change parts or service your Trotmobile, go to the garage. I have extra gas, so you can talk to me if you need any. There are a lot of bandits around these parts, so be careful. Just let me know when you guys are ready.
Yeah, we'll do that. Don't worry. By the time you really need to get to where you need to go, you're not gonna even use that much gas. And of course, here is the garage. Well, the shop. You buy new parts. Of course, you can go here and refill. You can replace your frames, which just means switch them out. Of course, we can sell old frames. Now, since we do have a new arm, new back frame, let's switch out from our tank to our flatbed. I usually keep the tank. And we're going to switch out our right arm, because that's the one that has the scrap onto it. And keep the scrap arm, you're going to need that later. And if you have the additional part, of course, you probably want to switch that one out. But since I don't, And now I'm going to switch out my colors. I always like doing this set right here. And to change the plate, I will probably make a custom plate a little later. Pretty much when I start doing the branching paths, that's when I actually will put my custom plate up. And of course, before we do that, now that we have the flatbed attached, we're going to go talk to Kane. We'll go back and talk to him. Now, we could have just talked to him while in the Trotmobile, but I want to also get the extra plate as well. So first, let me go and talk to this guy up here. Now, you only have to actually ask him about how do you change your colors, but this one also has a little bit of information about the evolution of Trotmobiles. Pretty much a long-handed version of what's in the actual manual. And we've already customized our stuff. Yeah, and we'll definitely be getting a whole bunch of stuff in. I'll show off I pretty much will try to show off all the parts that you can get. And now, when you ask about that, the license plate's opened up. And now we get the Hayabusa one. And I will, as I said, I'll be trying to get all of them. Some of them I can only really get during certain runs. But I'll show them all off. So with that out of the way, we'll go talk to Kane, get our flatbed loaded up. And don't worry, and you may have seen the option in the garage talking about developing frames. Pretty much, we'll probably get recipes or blueprints to make new frames by taking pieces of other parts and putting together. Alright, I'm ready to go now. You pretty much are done here for now. And we pretty much we're pretty much going to follow Marjoram and Basil. And this isn't really well, it's an assist mission, I should say. Not really escort, because well, we're not escorting them anywhere. And you can see on our radar, there's red X's. Those mean enemies. Well, generally means enemies. Yeah, let's pick up a rock. That probably be useful. That knocked off the shield. Yeah, generally you want to knock out the well, this one you have to to knock out their shield first. And sometimes you can use the enemy's weapons against them. Just right there. And when you defeat enemies, as you can see, they drop gas and money. And you can see Marjoram just puts up a shield, so he's not really entirely useful here.
What's that? You can jump on that thing.
I love how that gate just mysteriously shows up. Well, this is our first boss of the game, the Dawn Elephant. Yeah, much like many first bosses, this guy is really easy. Now, of course, I just put myself at a slight disadvantage by jumping down here, but it's not too big of a deal. All I can do is jump up here. The cool thing is about when you're in the air, you can pretty much still control yourself. And you can usually throw stuff at it, like the rocks that are around, but since there's treasure chests on here, I like getting the extra money. And we'll open these up. And now pretty much since this enemy can't do anything to us, like right here. Now since I'll usually switch up between my cannon because of the time delay between each shot, well, between every 3 shots, I believe. And if you have the sword arm, this makes it a lot easier because you do about twice as much damage than your normal arm. And it's easier to switch up between the cannon arm and the sword arm. But I want to at least make it a little bit more challenging on myself. Not by much, since this guy absolutely cannot hit me here. And there.
You almost have him.
And we hit him one more time, doesn't really matter where. And we get a stupid amount of money.
You did it!
And a little bit of gas. Yeah, always try to make sure you get all the money. Just do a quick look around. Alright, got all the cash. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Alright, now as you can see, the yellow marker is Marjoram, so we pretty much just follow that. And I usually like boosting through here because one, it makes you go faster, and this area is pretty short, so you don't have to worry about running out of gas. And as you can see, two more Killer F troops show up. Write that down. Hit a little short, that's okay. Okay, that was my own fault for jumping into his rockets. Okay. Now, see, since, as you can see on the upper right hand side, there is a ammo gauge. And pretty much you get those refilled at any garage, so it costs money, but hey.
Took you guys long enough.
You were late too, huh?
Yeah. Doesn't matter now, though. Let's get moving.
Sure thing. Come on, Connie.
Why don't you guys go on ahead?
Yeah, no problem.
This is kind of awkward. Do you remember what you said about a blue thing firing a missile?
Of course.
Do you think the blue thing was a Trotmobile?
Yeah, it could have been.
Okay. Well, never mind. It's nothing. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to tell you. Thanks for bringing me here. I know we just met. It was really nice of you. Do you have any plans after this? I'm just curious.
Not really.
Oh. Why don't you come over to my house? I think my mom would like to meet you.
Sure, sounds good.
Just follow me. This is kind of awkward. I know you kind of picked on me, but I appreciate your help. So, thank you. Do you have any plans after this? I'm just curious.
Just going to town.
Really? You could always stop by my house while you're in the area. I think my mom would like to meet you.
Sure, sounds good.
Just follow me. This is kind of awkward. You're rude, crass, and obnoxious, but you did help me out. So, thank you. Do you have any plans after this? I'm just curious.
Forget plans, I'm starving.
Oh, is that so? Why don't you come over then? We have food, and I'd like you to meet my mom.
Sure, sounds good.
Just follow me.
Well, and the conversation about the blue Trotmobile will only show up if you actually tell the truth about what you saw at the beach. Any other response will not get you that little extra bit of dialogue there. And we now finally made it to the first town, Nefferberg. Yes, there'll be plenty of other towns we'll visit throughout this game, so hey.
Well, this is Nefferberg. Let's go to my house, okay? Just park next to the Nefro Bakery.
Now, here's a town map. We can't just free walk, which kind of sucks, but you choose a hot spot or a parking spot, and you push X to set the destination, and you push R1 to zoom in and out, and push L1 to speed up your walking. As you can see here, you always want a fast walk. There's no reason for you to walk slow.
So, this is your first time in Nefferberg, huh?
Yeah?
Really? It's a nice town. I really love it here. I hope you do too. Just follow me.
Actually, I was born here.
Oh, you were? I bet you have a bunch of old friends then. I wonder if we know any of the same people. Just follow me.
Well, as she said, follow her. Don't worry, people will explore the town a little later. As you see, I'm a little hungry right now, but I don't want to use my food just yet. And of course, we can pretty much talk to anyone in this town, and some people, like Rosetta here, will give you their name. And that will be slightly important later when we need to start talking to people for other various reasons. But not everyone will tell us their name, and that's okay.
This is where my mother and I live. It's on the second floor to the left.
Well, nothing else better to do except to go up.
Mom, I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Vanilla.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. Welcome to our home. I found him passed out on the beach. Oh my, are you all right?
I am now, thanks.
Okay, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard.
I have kind of a headache.
Oh no, you shouldn't push yourself too hard.
I could really go for some grub.
Well, you're definitely a normal young man. This is all I have at the moment, but you can take it. Hello, hello! Oh, Connie's back already? Good evening, Miss Echinacea.
You have a concert at Station Front Park, don't you?
In just a little bit. Are you coming?
But of course, dear. Who's that strapping young man, if you don't mind me asking?
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
That's Vanilla. I met him at the beach today. He doesn't remember very much about himself.
Amnesia, I'll bet. That's how these things go. What about Vision Ranch? I bet Dr. Nutmeg could help.
That's a good idea. Oops, I better run.
Oh, break a leg, dear.
Good luck, Connie. Thanks. I have to go, but you're welcome to come here anytime, okay?
Thanks a bunch, Connie.
Bye.
Hey, sorry for picking on you.
Oh, it's no big deal. Bye.
Well, I better get started on dinner. I live just next door, so you can stop by if you need help. Bye now.
Thanks for coming by. Coriander hasn't had a friend over in a very long time. Could you do something for me? I know Connie seems cheerful on the outside, but I don't think that's how she really feels. Since Dandelion moved away, she has nobody to open up to. So, would you mind? I want you and Connie to be good friends. I know that probably sounds very strange, but please. And try not to push yourself too hard, young man.
Alright, had a lot of dialogue there. And this is pretty much a wrap out of this, and definitely gotta get something to eat. So, next time, we have a concert to go to. And I don't think these clothes are appropriate, so we're probably gonna have to switch to something a little bit more stylish. See you then.